I believe, was the dovish speech given by Jerome Powell today in Jackson Hole. And whether or not the speech is perceived as dovishly, as I believe it is, I think we're going to have to see if we get some follow through in the dollar and in the gold market next week. I think it is critical to see how the markets follow through to today's action. If I'm right, we could see a big move up in the price of gold next week and a big move down in the dollar. Remember, we got a lot of this for this trade. The momentum had to do with the bullish posture of the Fed and the anticipation that the Fed will continue to raise interest rates and shrink its balance sheet. But if what Jerome Powell said today causes traders to second guess those assumptions and maybe dial back their expectations for rate hikes, maybe not necessarily the 2 rate hikes that everybody believes are coming in the balance of 2018, but potentially the idea that there may be no rate hikes at all coming in 2019, that 2018 may be the end of it. And in fact, maybe we won't even get the December rate hike. I think to the extent that traders start to reprice the odds of future rate hikes, this could be a big move in the dollar, a big move in gold. And again, we got to see what happens.
All right, Shalom. This is Harwan Banyasha Allah at the GMS Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Ba Hashem Harakakudah Shema Ma. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the 4 corners of the earth. They say the U.S. dollar will, or they should have said possibly, could collapse next week. All right, because scripture say no man knoweth the hour, exactly, man. But we supposed to watch the prophecies and prepare ourselves, and that's just it, and have faith. But they said it could happen next week where the dollar will collapse to gold, and gold will be the renewed standard, and also oil and what you call all these other foreign countries currency. All right, will be stronger than the dollar, and then you'll also have on the board what to replace the dollar would be cryptocurrency. All right. Now, this guy Peter Schiff, he's like a top economist, and what they see in the futures. In the stock futures or whatever, the Feds don't raise the interest rate, basically blowing more money into the system. Then they said this might be the year, and you see Apostle Hard coin this year, the year of prophecy through the Spirit. All right, how about Shemel Shai? This is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and the prophecies are speaking right now, man. All right, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, in those days, nobody gonna have any pleasure in those days, man. It's gonna be nothing but suffering and sorrow. All right. And everything you want in this society is going to be gone. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, right? Before wisdom draws, the Most High draws wisdom from the earth, before there's a famine of the word, all right? Before all hell breaks loose. And that's what the Lord is saying. And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, meaning the government, they're going to tremble. And the strong men shall bow themselves, man. All these gangsters, the military, the police, everybody. These prideful ass niggas out here and people out in the streets, Esau. And the grinders cease. So that also these businesses, all right? And the grinders cease because they are few, right? It's not going to, what we call unemployment. And those that look out the windows be darkened. All right? So you can be trapped in your house. You're scared to go outside and shit. And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. So when the work is low, the door is going to be shut in the streets. You go to Walmart, they're going to say you can't go in there. You go to the other stores, they can't go in there. Why? Because they're not going to take your dollar. The dollar's not going to be exchangeable at the banks anymore. Only thing they're probably going to be able to be done is be turned in, traded for some other form of fractional reserve currency, all right, which would be the crypto coin that they're going to try to set up and put the chip in you, man. And they're setting it up to where these people are going to be tempted to get that chip, right? But the elect going to stand strong and trust in his word, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's words are true and they happen, and the prophecies are speaking right in front of our face. This dude said next week. You know what I mean? You got Jake, these women out here, they waxing worse and worse. You got Jake getting more and more proud, Esau getting proud, and you got the men of the Lord just looking at him like, yo, soon, it's about to happen, man. And now that time is here. Russia said it. It said now is the time. They keep saying time, now is time. What's his name? Peter Schiff. He just said this could be the end of the dollar this year. Apostle Tahar said this is the year of prophecy. You know what I mean? When the prophecy is going to speak. All right, so what does it say? And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and the desire shall fail. Wow. Because man goes to his long home and the mourners go about in the streets. Why? Because it's going to be a civil war when the dollar collapses. All hell going to break loose, man. This is 2nd Ezra 5:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And everybody's walking around you, they dwell in the earth. And even their minds are dwelling in this world, man. But you dwell in this world, but you're not of this world if you believe. All right, the Lord chose you out of this world because he's not of this world. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, race wars, civil wars, hunger wars, hunger games, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. The word sedition means civil war, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, meaning every man for himself. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, right? So you think you're going to run to another city, get away from the hell that you're going through? No, the city's going to be cut off, all right? For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? Because there ain't going to be no money, no food. And people going to go crazy and kill each other just for food, man. Or try to take your child so they can eat your child. Or kill you so they can eat you, man. Right? Or water or whatever reason. For shelter. But shall destroy their houses, with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And this is Psalms 91. Now, the elect, this is for you. Hopefully, he that dwelleth in the secret place, the secret place of the scriptures of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. The shadow of the Almighty is his protection. I will say of Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in him will I trust. So that was supposed to say in that day. Fuck everything else. I trust in you, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Surely he shall deliver me. Surely. It's a sure thing. He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, the trap that Esau has set for you, and from the noisome pestilence, the missiles. All right. And he shall cover thee with his feathers, his angels, and under his wings, under his protection, his angels, shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. All right. The truth is going to be your token that, hey, man, this is real. The prophecies are speaking, and you know that you did your part to the best of your ability. And he said, though you had just a little strength, the Lord got you from there. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night. Not going to be afraid in that day, man. Nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Talking about the missiles. Not going to be afraid of the missiles. nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. And that pestilence represents the civil wars, man. Chaos. People kicking in your door to try to steal your food or your family or hurt you. All right, it's going to be pitch black out here at night. You ain't going to see who the hell it is. All right, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday, meaning at the climax of judgment day. That's when the Lord going to send the waster to destroy, destruction. All right, it says what? 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 on thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh to thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.